Yeah, hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match.
What is up, YouTube? GingyMC here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, we're going to be talking about the controversy surrounding the Feather client. And if more is added to this story and you guys want to stay up to date with this story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I post new videos, or if you just want to see more of my content. And make sure to also leave a like. Let me know that you guys enjoyed this kind of content. If you guys want to see more of this kind of like talking about situations with Minecraft related stuff. But let's just get right into this video. I want to start off by saying that the first half of this video is not my opinion on the situation of the client. All of that will be at the end. There will be timestamps and you can jump to each part. If more is added to the story, like I said, I'll be sure to do another video about it. Allow me to open this with a little bit about what Feather Client is. Feather Client is a client that was made by the same creators of PvP Lounge, who eventually shut down the client because they were losing more money with the client. Based on a message sent by one of the owners in the Feather Discord, they were down about $200,000 from PvP Lounge. Feather Client is also a client that allows you to add your own mods to it, makes fit for your playstyle, and though they don't have a lot of mods, they are expected to add more to this. Now, knowing the little bit of information on this client, if you would like to watch my review on the client, feel free to. But please watch this video to the end first to better allow you to understand if you should put your money into the client or support it in general. Why am I making this video? I'm making this video to inform you all who may have missed this story to better understand the client that I've reviewed and even recommended and gave away access to it. At the time of me posting my review video, I was not in the loop of this information as it hadn't been posted yet. With that being said, let's get into the story. Beta access. Beta access is one of the biggest complaints that they have been getting surrounding the fact that they are charging $12.50 for access to the beta. However, they have defended against this, saying that they need to be able to fund their developers and the client itself. Some people have agreed to this, while others have had a few words to say about it and the client itself. The main bulk of this story is coming from the owner of Lunar client, who has spoken out against the client on Twitter. I'll provide screenshots of their tweets as I read them. Matt tweeted 2 days ago, at the time of me reading this, imagine copying code from other mods, pasting it in your mod pack, calling it a client, then charging people $12.50 for access. He links to a Hypixel forum post titled, Feather Client, what should you know about this client? Putting the word client in quotes. This was posted by N4BY on February 2nd, 2022. They posted a disclaimer stating, quote, the main premise is to not take down Feather Client. As much as I hate Feather Client, I am simply here to just inform about the possible hindrance it could do to your mods if you are playing 1.8.9. I do not condone harassment of the staff members involved in this, and I stand by this statement. This is not a video to take down the client or to send hate. Now, I am not going to read the entire forum post, however, it will be linked below for you to read it. Now, getting into what the post says. They open with what the client has to offer, quote, usage of mods, stating, quote, directly taking from mod creators is pretty scummy. I'll take Patcher for an example, made by Skier LLC. Feather have directly incorporated the code right into their own client, even though Skier said you can include Patcher in the launcher, not steal major features from Patcher and implement it into the client. Now, I provide you with a screenshot of Feather's code, provided by the author of this forum post. I cannot confirm if this is the actual code, going purely based on this forum post. Following that screenshot, they also have a screenshot of the code for Patcher. They also screenshotted from Discord from who had dug this information up. According to N4BY, it isn't just Patcher that code was stolen from, but also from Sodium. N4BY also provided screenshots from the Discord server for the mod Skytilt, basically showing that the developers of this mod do not support Feather Client, and that their mod was added to Feather without any permission. Now, if you would like to read this forum post more in detail, it will be linked below. However, let us move on to what Matt, the owner of Lunar, had to say about this forum post and the client itself. He said that they had done the same thing with PvP Lounge 5 years ago, charging $10 for access to their beta. Matt took a screenshot from Feather Client's Discord, which I verified and took a non-blurred screenshot. Matt said, in quote, "I'm glad Lunar, Badline, CB, Labby, and other established client/mod packs could serve as a quote concept for them to copy from and leech off of." Now, Matt had gone on a long Twitter thread about the client and why he disagrees with what they are doing, and I will not be reviewing the entire thread, but it will be linked below for you all to read in its entirety, assuming it hasn't been deleted. I would like to get a bit into some responses that Matt got on Twitter, then I want to talk about my stance on the whole situation. Specular Potato actually made a response to Matt, stating, quote, "I got asked dozens of times to make a video on Feather Client. This is why I didn't do it. Thank you, smiley face," end quote. But not every response to the thread was in support of Matt, but quite a few in support of Feather. One user stated, "Imagine being afraid of a mod that could potentially kill Lunar. No hate towards it since it's one of the greatest clients out there, but let's be honest, Feather just outsmarted every single client owner and added one of the most requested features," referring to the being able to add your own mods, though Labby Mod has had this feature for a while. Now let me get into my thoughts on the situation. Do I agree with Matt? Do I support Feather? Will I continue to use/recommend Feather Client? The short answer is no. After reviewing the client and playing with it some more after my initial review, I can say that the client really hasn't done what they promised. Quote, "FPS boost up to 2 times the amount of Badline." And the client is indeed very buggy. And yes, it is in beta, and we can only hope that they will continue to make improvements to the client to better its performance, but at its current state, it is not very playable. However, I don't necessarily agree with Matt publicly shaming a competitor client, though most of his points were very valid, if not all of his points, and he was just kind of referencing a forums post that was posted on Hypixel forums. Though there was mention in his replies that they had already addressed and resolved issues. However, I am not sure what issues they are referring to, whether that be the code stealing or something else. However, if you guys can find anything in regards to that, please let me know in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to review it, look at it, and possibly make another video if a lot of the issues that were brought up in this video had been resolved. Again, the link to the Twitter thread and the forums posts are all in the description box below, as well as my review to the Feather client, though I do disagree with some of the stuff I had said in that video currently, but it is still a pretty brutally honest review. With that being said, this is going to do it for today's video, and if you guys did like it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you'll be notified when I post more videos, whether that be regards to this story, other stories, or just fun Minecraft content. Thank you, and goodbye.
Not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face.